is, man. Honestly,
the manga's terrible.
I
terms of art, the manga's terrible in terms of art.
I wouldn't go that far. I'd say it's
Absolutely terrible. No, it's terrible. It's like the One Punch Man thing from one. The thing
no,
that
it
he
is,
drew.
man. That's
It's
so
terrible,
harsh,
bro.
man.
What, the
There's
online one?
Scenes,
yeah, the online webcomic, bro.
No, it isn't. There's comedic scenes where it look quite like they're drawn like in a bit of a silly way, but it's not like crappily drawn. It's not badly drawn. Not in the slightest. Don't know what conversation we're having.
Hey, Phil's going on a rogue one today.
Hi guys, welcome to an episode of Panel and Frames, a weekly anime podcast. We're back with a special episode called the GOAT. Well, one of the GOATs returned after
the GOAT, you know.
I said one of the
GOATs.
One of the GOATs of anime. Come on, Demon Slayer is one of the GOATs.
Nah,
animation wise, come on, is it not?
It's not better than Fate, but anyway.
I said one of the GOATs. There's many in it. But anyway, there's gonna be a couple of GOAT talking this.
Big three.
It's one of the in terms of anime. It's one of the big ones right now. Is it not? In terms of anime, animations. Anyway, look. So we're back.
Anyway, continue.
Demon Slayer, the Swordsmith village arc. Yeah. After the epic ending from the District Entertainment arc, we're back. Episode 1. That's 5 chapters. Our special chapters 97 through to 101. Actually, that's 5, isn't it? Yeah. So that's that many, and Tanjiro's been recovering for 2 months, been in the coma for 2 months, and now he's gonna go get his sword that got chipped in the last arc.
Chipped.
Well, he said he didn't. He said it got only chipped in it. It didn't get fully smashed in it. So now he's gone to get his sword, and also the guy hates him. What's his name? Hatoru hates him.
Big time.
He got missing. But let's start actually with the Infinity Castle.
Bro.
Lewis, you were gassed by this. So we'll start with Lewis. Go on, tell us your thoughts on the Infinity Castle and the Upper Moons.
When I was watching that, bro, I had it in my headphones. It was late at night. I had it on my phone. Bro, that sequence when you're going through the inception of the cubes going around with the bass up. Whoa. I was like, bro, we are here. It's back. We're back. And just seeing all the upper ranks just they hate each other as well.
Well, I think only 3 at the top. Wow, I think.
Yeah, but I don't think they're not pally, are they? Really?
2 and 3 are on job.
Yeah.
2, Doma, he loves everyone or appears to love everyone, but he's one of them smug.
But my guy, man, Akazan, is Akazan?
Yeah, Akazan, yeah.
Akazan, he's my guy, man. I like the taijutsu dons, you know what I mean? The guys that using the fists, I like them guys, man. But he's crazy.
So obviously the reveal of all the, well, I guess the 5 upper moons who are left. 2 questions for you. So who do you think is going to be the most like difficult to beat? I know obviously the rank 1, 2, and 3
Number 1.
But I know obviously because rank 1 is the best. But in terms of like, we've seen they've got different abilities, and different like blood arts. Who do you think is going to have the most like unique blood art to defeat? And who do you think is going to be? Well, who do you like the most, or are looking most interested to see?
I think Lewis should answer this first because I've spoiled this whole story for myself. So I haven't read the manga, but I've like skimmed through bears of it. Like I've absolutely destroyed myself with this, like an absolute idiot. Because anyway, continue, Lewis. Continue. I'm just being transparent out here in these streets. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
I think Nakaim's gonna be hard. The one with the instrument. Because last time they had someone with an instrument with the drums in that house, they found it hard to like navigate. So I feel like she can like teleport you and move you around. So I think she's going to be quite tough.
Okay.
For me, I feel like she's going to be the awkward one to defeat. But strength-wise, you obviously got Akaza and the rank 1. What's his name? Koko Shobo?
Yeah. What do you guys think of Upper Moon 1?
Like, really, Lewis should be talking about this because I feel like I can't say nothing.
Do you know what?
I spoiled it.
He looks like that guy that what's his name had in his dream.
Oh, does he?
Yeah, with the earrings.
Yeah, and he's like an OG Demon Slayer, right? From like way back.
Yeah, he's the progenitor.
Whoa.
But they said it though.
They haven't said it.
Yes, they have.
Yeah, have they?
They've said they said it in anime.
But
Anyway.
they didn't say who
we don't know who he is though. We don't know who he is.
There you go.
But he looks like this rank number 1. So
I'll just tell you the whole thing, Lewis. I'll tell you what all of it right now. I'm joking.
What, for everybody else?
I'm joking.
Spoiler alert. So, bro, I think they're all going to be tough. I'm interested to see Goyoko, the little head thing fight.
Oh, you know what? You know, it's actually so this arc is interesting for a couple of reasons. You get to see some upper moons in it, some more upper moons in it, and they're kind of like I guess I'm not gonna spoil it for you, but there's a lot of different characters that are like take center stage in this one, and it's kind of like the only arc that's kind of different to the rest of it. The rest of the other arcs, you know what I mean, in terms of like who's involved. So I think that's gonna be a very interesting thing for you, Lewis, when you watch it, because obviously it feels spoiled for himself.
I spoiled it but the thing about it, let me say my name. Chill, breathe, right? So there's parts of it that I know, and there's parts of it that I don't know, right? So like there's a certain fight with a hot guy.
What are you doing?
There's certain fights that I've seen that's mad.
So I've never seen any fights. That's not what we're doing, Phil. We're talking about episode today.
Bro, we're not here spoiling this. What's going on? But you know what? Yeah,
I've kind of messed up for myself. But I'm waiting for the story.
Lewis, what are you doing?
Yeah, but there's certain fights. Obviously, you know that someone's gonna fight him.
There's definitely gonna be fights.
We don't know what's gonna happen. Who's gonna fight? Like, relax.
Bro, we know they're gonna fight someone, bro. Bro, we know they're gonna fight someone.
The people watching might not even know what's going on.
Exactly.
Come on.
I like Muzan. Is Muzan the demon?
Yeah, Muzan. Yeah.
Doing
the music when Muzan was
saying
like, or like the upper moons are incomplete, blah blah, and he just got when he got vexed. That music when it was fading to black, the shots. Oh, it was amazing.
Yeah.
And I think the reason why I was saying that Demon Slayer is one of the GOATs, because it's one of the few mangas that the anime just destroys the manga. It's one of the few.
Yeah.
It honestly is, man.
The manga's terrible. The manga's terrible in terms of art.
I wouldn't go that far.
Absolutely terrible. No, it's terrible. It's like the One Punch Man thing from like the thing that he drew. Man.
That's so terrible, hard, man.
What, the online one?
The online webcomic, bro.
No, it isn't. There's comedic scenes where it look quite like they're drawn like in a bit of a silly way, but it's not like crappily drawn. It's not badly drawn. Not in the slightest. Don't know what conversation we're having.
Phil's going on a rogue one today.
But like the thing about it though, right?
And you take your girl or something.
Chill, bro. This was from last. This was from last. Chill. Be easy. This is from last season, right? So I was excited about last season, and I was like just doing research on characters like an idiot, right? Just like an idiot, and then one thing led to another, and then like I don't know how things get to certain places. But then I've seen like certain stuff, so I'm like, oh damn. So yeah, but like, even like the stuff that's going on now, I don't know where it's leading to. I just know that stuff is happening in the future, and I want it to get there because I want to see how that like unfolds.
What do you think that would find? Okay, what do you think? Because we're going down spoiler territory. What do you think about the two new Hashiras that we've met now, the Love and the Mist?
I just think that they're going to be powerful. I don't have a clue. I just think that they're going to be powerful. And
it's interesting to see the Love ones. Her when she fights, because obviously she's like, I don't know, she's really bubbly. And we're like, you know what I mean? So
we haven't seen a character like that.
Yeah,
that's as bubbly as her. And she was talking to telling Tanjiro about this what is this special weapon?
Yeah, exactly. And
so I don't know about that. No, I have not.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, please.
You find next week.
Was it next week?
Why are you saying next week? You're the one that's been spoiling. Why are you saying that? Come on, you're getting on to me, bro.
Wait,
I'm not spoiling nothing.
Eugene, that was a big spoiler.
Oh
that
no,
could,
Come on, my G, bro.
that could have been a
big
long
spoilers.
journey.
All
That
right,
could have been a long
Exactly,
journey.
fam. Come on, my G.
I didn't think that was I fandom. I apologize.
Bro, we're gonna have to. We're gonna have to.
Me, bro.
Unlike Phil, I'm actually gonna say sorry.
To me. I did say sorry though. Anyway. Anyway.
All right, cool. But you know who was the star of the episode? It was that guy, Goto. You know the guy who carried Tanjiro back. You know the one with the mask.
Yeah, with the mask.
It's funny as hell. You know, like when obviously he woke up the coma and the girl didn't tell him. He's like, "What? You done?"
Yeah.
I thought all of that.
It was rank doesn't matter. I tell everybody all that kind of stuff. Yeah.
But for all of that was hilarious. Obviously, what's his face? Inosuke. Funny as well.
Always.
Funny. Zenitsu.
I wanted to see more of Zenitsu though.
Yeah, same.
And you know what's a funny thing? That clip's not in the manga, you know. That the one clip of him
when he's in the snow.
Yes, that's just done the anime.
I think they needed to do that though, just to explain his whereabouts.
I think, you know what? It was one of those whatever clips. It was in it, cool. It didn't have, in my opinion, it didn't have to be because they mentioned him and you didn't have to. I don't think you had to show him. I think fan service, you had to have a bit of comedy in there because it was a long episode. It was an hour episode.
Mm-hmm.
You had to show him at one point because you're showing Inosuke doing something funny. I guess you had to show, but you didn't really have to though, in my opinion. But.
Yeah.
It makes me nervous that we're not going to see much of him in this season.
Why does it make you nervous? You're not going to see him?
Because I think he's sick though, man. Like his moves when he's asleep.
Yeah, he's a sick character.
Yeah, bro.
But then isn't it more gas than like, for example, like there's characters we've grown with, yeah, and we're like, oh, they're sick. We don't see them for arc, yeah. And then we see them again the next arc. We're like, oh my God. And they bring out some madness. And then we see the development. Wouldn't you rather see that? Or you just rather see consistently the same characters over and over again?
No, what I'm saying is I'm nervous that I won't see him at all. Like, I don't mind seeing him.
For good?
For this whole, like, this whole season. Even if I see him just near the end, that's cool. But I'm feeling like I might not even see him at all.
If we don't, we've had him for like 5 arcs. I think that for me, that's good writing because then like you don't get into this like, I guess, you know, like Shonen, there was the same set of characters every arc basically, and then, like obviously with like Jujutsu Kaisen, it's probably one of the only like Shonen mangas that hasn't done that, where it's like just terminated a lot of their characters basically, like, and there's no like main trio. There's no like obviously like in Dragon Ball, there's just Goku Vegeta every arc, and then they occasionally bring you a bit of Gohan. And I think it might be good to have, because there's a lot of good characters in the show, and I think it'll be good to like, you know, just introduce some other people. Because like, even like Tengen in not Tengen, it's the Sound Hashira. Like even him in the last arc, his like character development was fantastic, and introducing his wives and that. And I thought that was good to have just something different. You know what I mean? So even if we don't get,
I hear you. I feel like they're doing that with all the Hashira though.
Yeah.
Because they're bringing them in basically every season, introducing us to a new one, and then this is that one's powers and whatever the hell, and then we haven't seen. I doubt we're gonna see this Sound Hashira for a minute. We haven't. The first time we got introduced to one of them, we haven't seen him in a minute. Huh?
Wait, he's retired now.
Who?
The Sound Hashira. He retired.
No, okay, we're not talking about him, but the first one that we got introduced to, right? The water one. Yeah, we haven't seen him do anything in a minute. We just like saw a little bit of his powers. Yeah. And then, but I feel like that's what the writer's doing. Yeah. Just introducing him. Boom, you see the powers and all that kind of stuff. What about? And you don't see him. Then you don't see him for a minute, and then the fire one, even though he died in the spectacular fashion, right? But we saw him for basically one little small section, and then you saw him go ham, and then we don't see him again. So I feel like that's the pattern that we're going to continue seeing with these people.
Yeah.
No, I think so too, man. And I think like if you do omit some characters, because then as well, like it makes more sense. Like the Demon Slayer Corporation is a big corporation. They send you out on missions, so they're not always going to send Tanjiro with Zenitsu. You know what I mean? He might need another mission. I think that's a bit more realistic than just saying, we're always together, if you know what I mean.
Yeah.
And then plus when you think about it, like their power sets could be like more specialized to certain stuff as well. So it makes more sense that you see them by themselves.
100%. I totally agree with that. And I think that makes it much more interesting. Like if there is, like if we don't see Zenitsu, but maybe we can have like some clips of him, or clips of him. We don't have to, or like they have their own like little filler episode where it's just about them and it's something funny.
No, I don't want no filler, mate. I don't want no filler. This is not Tokyo Revengers, bruv. Don't want no bowling thing. Don't want no bowling thing. Don't want no random just chilling talking about nothing.
Potentially Genya being related to the Win Hashira. The guy with the mohawk.
I'm trying to.
They have the same surname.
Yeah.
That doesn't mean they're related, but potentially.
I don't feel any kind of way about it. Like,
they've both got scars. They've both got scars. What's their backstory?
I don't really care. Still, I'm more interested in like the main story of the thing.
He took his tooth out and threw it, and he doesn't eat. They said, "Oh, he hasn't eaten since he's been there." Are you like curious about these?
No, when he was in the bath, innit? Well, yeah. I
mean, him.
That's maybe the only thing that's interested me about him. That's about it. He's not eating. Well, aside from that, I don't really care about his background so far. Not gonna lie to you, bro.
Yeah, no, it didn't intrigue me like that. No.
Yeah, bro.
All right, guys. Well,
but then the episode was really, really good.
Yeah,
it was really, really good. Like, what parts of the episode stood out for you, though?
Well, Louis gonna go first.
Well, for me, it's the beginning. That bit just blew me away, and then the rest of it, I really enjoyed. But just the beginning, it took me to some next movie place in my mind.
Oh yeah,
but you know.
What do you mean? I said, oh yeah. What do you mean? I'm just saying, were you your dog?
The way Eugene says some things, yeah. You just got like a certain cadence of your voice sometimes, bro. You know, fam. Like, bruv, what going for you, my G? What going?
All right, Phil. So, what do you think about just stand up moment?
Wait, I'm not gonna lie. It was the end.
It wasn't the end.
No. Yo, let's chill, guys. Let's read it back in.
It was an hour, but you know, yeah.
The end, innit? The end, where Tanjiro was like behind the tree listening to the conversation. That bit obviously is the end, but like I'm like, yo, who's my man? Who are these people? And and how like is this gonna go into the next episode? And thanks for spoiling that we're gonna get the thing next episode. So we'll be cool with
but you don't know what it is, and you don't know what it is. Haven't spoiled anything. I've just said something's gonna happen. Yeah, no, I'm not saying what's gonna happen. But
right, cool.
What I found funny was, you know, when he went to meet the Swordsmith, and they're saying, "Oh, when they capture that one, they're gonna beat him up." And oh, I don't want no violence. I found that whole skit just so funny because Tanjiro is such a nice guy in it, and everyone else is just kind of like mental. I just found it funny when they're like, "Oh yeah, don't worry about him breaking your sword. He's a crap swordsman, so he doesn't deserve to run away. So when we see him, we're gonna get him." And he did like a headlock thing, and so I was like, "Oh my god!"
But then again, right? Yeah. I understand where the leader's coming from with that, right? Because if these people are the only people that have like been assigned to make the Nichiren swords, they're the only ones that can make them. And even to get to their crib, you have to like these next routes that no one knows.
Let's actually talk about that. No, let's talk about that route actually. How many people did they carry Tanjiro on their back? How many people was
I didn't count. I was
absolutely. Don't you find that mad? They're just carrying and some of them were doing it for days as well.
Mm-hmm. But that's so sick though. So then he doesn't know his steps, how many steps he's made, or how the ground feels.
But then again, some of them could have legit been running around one big old village for like four days just because.
And they're carrying him.
Yeah.
Not only him, his sister as well. So
yeah. But what I was saying was what I was going to get to was like they have so much pride in the fact that they make the Nichiren swords, right? The Nichiren blades. So if someone from their village has made a Nichiren sword that is quote unquote defective, you'll be like, yo, man, you're bringing down like the whole value of all of us. So I can understand why they'll be pissed.
100%. No, I agree with you because obviously what they're making is like sacred swords.
Exactly.
And it's probably they're like gone through vigorous training to even get to that point of vigorous so for you to like, and the fact I think because he's Aggie as well, I think I don't like the fact that he tries to be Aggie with everything.
When he's not even that good.
crap sword, and also like get annoyed with the person who's wielding the sword. And also just remember as well, these are fighting to the death in it, so they need swords that are not gonna break. So that's part too, I guess, in it. But yeah, like obviously you guys haven't seen read the manga properly. I know Phil's done a bit of spoilers, but a
bit of spoilers. Eugene, when you're going to talk after this, bruv. I need answers, bro.
Are you guys? Yeah, no, but are you guys excited for what's happening?
Yeah, definitely.
What do you think is gonna happen? Like predictions for like this arc?
Well, I want to say that my man obviously gets a new weapon. Yeah, like what sense does it make him being in the Swordsmith's village and he doesn't get a new weapon?
Yeah.
What that weapon is, I don't have a damn clue. Yeah. We find out a lot more about these two Ashura. Maybe get introduced to. Actually, you know what? I'm just assuming, just because of how the last couple seasons have been, that one of these Ashura are gonna like properly go ham.
Oh yeah, okay.
I feel like one of them is definitely gonna go ham and like unleash, like, you know what I mean, all their power and do a madness on somebody. Yeah, but yeah, that's what I can think of so far. What do you think, Lewis?
Yeah, I think we're just gonna see more upper rank stuff, and we're gonna see more Akaza again. And I feel like
You think we're gonna see more of him?
Yeah, I think so, because the statement that he had from when we're seeing him in that realm, he's vexed, bruv, about something. So, and I think Tanjiro's also vexed that he killed someone dear to him. So when they see each other, it's going to be on sight. So I think for me, there's going to be a part of that happening.
Yeah.
Yeah, that was interesting. This is totally random, right? But you know when we got introduced to Muzan in the previous season, right? And he was a child. Yeah. But for some reason, Muzan as a child is more like scary than Muzan as like as an adult.
Because you know when he got vexed, when
and Akazan was there as well when he was a child.
You know what it is? Because my girlfriend was watching it, and she was listening to when Muzan was talking, and she was like, she didn't even know what was going on. She's like, well, who the hell is this guy? Because you know, like when he was first talking to the lower moons, and then when he was talking to his fake mom as a child, the voice actor for that is a mad guy, and it just makes it so it's just so sinister, so crazy, and it's just like like as a villain, like Muzan's one of the up there. You know what I mean?
Yeah, he's up there. He's up there, but definitely child Muzan. He's scarier than adult Muzan. He
snapped his mom's head off, didn't he, or something? You know what I mean?
Yeah, he done bits, bro.
And when he's reading the book here and he closes it, he just looks at Akazan like, "Why are you even here, bro?" You know what I mean? You killed one Hashira. Okay, where's the flowers I've asked you to find for what 1,000 years, or is it now? You know what I mean? I thought it was so funny, man. But
the old one looks like Michael Jackson, though.
He kind of does. He kind of does.
With his hat as well, and the
hat as well. Yeah. Do you guys want to give your scores for this episode?
10 out of 10.
Okay.
10 out of 10. Absolutely terrific. It gave us enough to keep us engaged for the whole entire time that it was running for. Made sense of the previous story in terms of continuity. It wasn't just a boom, now we're here kind of thing. And yeah, and art and animation, do I even need to talk about that, bro? It's fucking amazing. But yeah, 10 out of 10.
Lewis?
Well, 100% agree. 10 out of 10. That animation, mate, I've been missing it. Like, from that movie. How long ago was that movie when we went to watch the movie?
I'm sure. So the movie came out, sometime last month?
No. The movie we all went to watch together. The one where...
the Mugen Train?
Yeah, no. I swear we went to see the other one.
That was Mugen Train, no?
We saw Mugen Train together. We didn't go watch that one.
Oh, right.
Yeah. But that one is basically for this episode, though. This album.
Yeah.
That's what this
Yeah.
But I mean, the ending
last season.
The season was what? Last April, May?
What do you know what? That's how epic the last bit of last season. I thought it was a movie. That's what I was talking about, bro. The ending.
No, one thing that they're gonna, is gonna happen is just like the ending battle is gonna be like, I just can't wait for how.
Yeah, you're gonna tell us who it is since you wanna be spoiling.
So there's gonna be an end battle. What?
See, since you wanna be spoiling shit, yeah, you're just gonna tell us who it is.
I thought this was gonna be a bowling season.
It's calm though. It's calm. Lewis, you know what he's doing, right? Lewis, you know what he's doing. Wait, Eugene, be quiet. Lewis, yeah, you know what he's doing, yeah. He's doing what he normally does with the Dragon Ball manga, right? He ruins it for himself, and he comes and tries to ruin it for us, man.
Nah.
He's doing the same thing.
I've finished all the Demons. Demons I finished like 3 years ago, bro. I've finished the manga. You know what I mean? I finished it already, and I look. The ending battle. That's not a spoiler. That's just fact.
It's a given, right? It's a given.
Of course, it's a given.
Yeah,
Every arc we've watched, there's been a final battle. That's Demon Slayer's story. That's how I told the story. So I'm just saying. I hope the animation. I'm just saying what's going to happen. No, who's going to fight who? I'm not said that. I'm just saying that if there's not ending battle, Anyway, let me give my score, man, because my score. So I'm gonna give it a 9.5 out of 10.
Jeez, why are you hating? See, and he's hating as well.
Relax.
What knocked the 5 off? 0.5. What's that?
It was 0.5. So relax, guys. Stop drooling. So it was the first part was cinematic. It was fun. Like that for me. Yeah, was like unbelievable. The animation for that first episode, the first
11.
It honestly, like, this is why it's one of the, when you read it in the manga, and I'll read them side by side, and it's just I just can't even explain it. It's just a different level, and it's just fantastic. Even like the opening scene when Akazan just comes down when he's on the platform, he just comes down. All of that, and even like moves being upside down, or just all of that was just insane. Anyway, So the only reason why it gets a 0.5 is because the bit with those little girls where Tanjiro is recovering, it was needed for the story. I get it, but I just found it just a bit boring. That was it.
That knocked off 0.5.
Yeah, that bit for me was just boring.
That was like 2 minutes, mate.
Those girls in that house, it's just don't really care for it, man. You know what I mean? Every time they go there, I just don't care. They can literally just like Tanjiro got KO'd. He woke up, he's out now. We can literally just do that every time. You know what I mean? We don't even need that comedy because there's other comedy within the show.
It's like the Pokemon hospital when you just put your balls there.
Actually, just walk in, Pokeballs out, done. Literally, 2 shots.
Whoa, okay.
You know what I mean? We don't need that.
Some GTA thing, you die and then you just appear outside the hospital. Like, oh God.
That's it. You're in there. I'm done. Or he just goes in there. Coma, hello girls. Bye. I'm done. But it was funny, but I felt like it did drag on a little bit. I think the episode could have included more action, a little you know what I mean? I know we're still building up, but could have just had a bit more of the Swordsmith village, just a tiny bit more. I feel like we've only got like a very little bit of that.
I hear you on that.
All right, guys. So the next anime is Hell's Paradise Episode 2, which adapts. Only chapter 2 actually, because I think that with Hell's Paradise, I think it was a monthly one. So a lot of the episodes were like, a lot of the chapters were like 30 pages. So this is, I think cool. I actually think we're going to get quite, we might get 2 seasons of this because it's still, remember, it's like 12 volumes and it's adapted one chapter per episode. So potentially, depending on how they do it, hopefully they don't do it like Promised Neverland. Then we might get quite a long series. But you said
that the episode 1 was 30 pages, right? 60 pages.
60 pages, but they adapted it somehow and they didn't skip anything out. I was like, very sure. I think maybe the speed they did it was maybe quicker. Obviously, they just had stuff quicker, but they got everything in there, like, and adapted it in 30 minutes.
Good, man.
It was fantastic. So this episode is called Screening and Choosing. Obviously, Hell's Paradise has already started us as a madness. It's just like not even, it's only a roller coaster. And this episode, I feel like, we're into hell, bro. This is mad. So obviously, Gabimaru's gone to Shogun, and he meets, he's tied up and he gets told more about what the mission is. and then he meets like a lot of other criminals who are going to be going on an expedition with them. And obviously, the big hook for the episode is that they all can't go, all the criminals, and because they're on death row anyway. So the Shogun decides that they kill each other, and the winners will
Squid Game
go on an expedition. Obviously, a good point is that each of the executioners, the Ashimon, will be partnered with a criminal, which that's going to be interesting. So. Yeah, guys, tell me, because obviously you've not read the mangas, you don't know what's happening. Tell me what your initial thoughts of what happened, and and how you felt.
I thought it was great. I'm not gonna lie. It might not have been as story driven as the first episode, because there was a lot more action in this one. But
there was a lot of backstory though. Like we saw Sagiri. There was.
You know what I'm saying. You know what I'm saying? But it's just this one, I like the fact that like they're not scared to show blood, innit? And you know, like you watch anime sometimes, you see like someone get cut and they might just like be all black.
Gabimaru bit someone's throat, bro.
He bit someone's neck off, bro.
They didn't care.
Savage.
The whole thing gone.
Absolute savage.
Yeah. Man was there just bang, slapping people's whole throats off.
In someone's face, and you saw it crush everything. They don't care, bro.
Yeah. He literally like punched someone through their whole chest, everything gone in the middle, mate. And then you had the next Donnie, like literally swinging a human being around by the feet, yo.
And it wasn't even like the dumb kind of cartoon swing. It was proper.
Proper. He was using him like he was some kind of like brain. It was sick. Absolutely sick. I'm for all the violence. I'm for all the violence. And even when I can't remember the girl's name. Not the girl. It's like her boss, quote unquote, like her upper guy that she was talking to.
When he just came in,
with the eye patch.
Yeah.
He just came in. Eason. Yeah, he came and then just cut off one of the criminals' heads. He was like, I'm not trying to be her. I'd rather just go be with my boys. Before he could even finish his words, the man never had no head. Bro. I like the violence level in this. I hope it continues. Right. Don't want it to. Well, obviously, it's gonna taper down at some point, but I want like the same level of violence to continue.
Well, I think look, just from my knowledge of animes, generally when I've set a standard of violence right at the start, that normally just continues for the whole thing, because a lot of animes will either have no violence and then have violent bits, like JoJo Bizarre World. It'll be calm, then the fights will be bloody violent. And then it'll be calm. But it won't start off episode 1. And I feel like this is set a precedent where it's from the episode, we're seeing people just getting ripped apart. We've seen executions done in violent ways. I think it's safe to say it's going to be quite this level of violence every episode. Or there'll be at least 5 minutes or 10 minutes every episode of this level. So I think if that's what you're looking for, I think you're in for a treat in my opinion. Lewis, your thoughts?
Nah, it just continued from episode 1 to be sick. And that whole kind of Squid Game thing at the beginning. So I saw them all there and I was thinking, okay, what's going on here? And then when he's like, well, not everyone can come. And then you see the strongest kind of raise to the top and just take people out. And then seeing Hollow just chilling in the carnage until it was.
And then no one touched him as well.
Bro. It's a lot of people know him in it as well. There's a lot of people going, is that Hollow? He's infamous, and then he just showed them why he's infamous. And I liked Sagari's story progression in this as well. You're seeing some more of her past, and then also her connection with Hollow. I feel like she's gaining a connection with him somehow.
Well, it was a thing.
Obviously, she's got to kill him, innit? That's what she wants to do, innit?
Sagiri is basically the fourth end of this. No, because obviously she doesn't want to kill. She just, she can kill.
He wants to perfect it though, isn't it?
When you say it like that, I get it, because I even came across. It came across to me that she's a trained killer, but she's scared to kill. So I'm like, why are you doing this then?
She's born into it, innit?
Yeah, I get it, but then it's not getting into my head because he's saying, even though you're born into it, you see your dad lop off one man's head and you want to try to do it like your dad.
Yeah.
But then I'm like, you're still shook. And then every time you look at your blade, you're seeing yourself get dragged down by dead bodies. So I'm like, is like, it makes you more interested in her story. So
Yeah.
I get what you're saying, Lewis.
But I think with that sword thing, when you're seeing her or naked with and then hollow with all them other bodies, like when she's like, oh, I've got to learn to embrace the killings. So I feel like she's trying to get there, but I think she's been held back by something. And then obviously Hollow doesn't mind killing, but he's being held back by his love for his wife, and that's what's stopping him from being scared to die. So she's been scared to kill, and he's been like fearful of dying. So they're like,
so they're a great couple together, isn't it? Because he's not going to die and she's not going to kill him,
and they live happily ever after.
Yeah,
like Bonnie and Clyde or something. Like this, that's like the Bonnie and Clyde. But now, obviously, Phil, you mentioned earlier about the level of violence. So with the Shogun saying like there's only going to be one pardon, basically. I mean, what do you guys think is going to happen on this island there? And,
on this island is going to be a whole ruckus. What?
Yeah.
Because the way I'm envisioning it, boom. I don't even think Gabimaru like finds the thing, right? Boom. I don't think he finds the elixir, right? I think one of the random Donnies, let me just say the big giant Don. No. Yeah, let's say the big giant Don, yeah? He's gonna find the elixir, yeah, and then he's gonna try and go away with his bodyguard base, not his bodyguard, his assigned assassin that's meant to like look after him if he messes up, right? They're gonna try to leave, then they're gonna then someone's gonna get to the place where the elixir was, realize, oh damn, it's not here. We need to start finding who's got it. Then they're gonna literally go around and like start just finding someone. Okay, you haven't got it, kill you. You haven't got it, kill you. Then there's gonna be like they all meet up in like one place, maybe battle royale. Everyone gets finished, come back, and then like, yo, the elixir ain't it. Oh, that's what's got in my mind. I'm like, if it goes like that, mate, it is what it is.
No, that's a sick explanation. That's a sick theory, man. That is hard. That is hard. No. Honestly, I'm not gonna say anything, but that was a sick theory. Like, and it'll be interesting if it does go that way. It'll be very interesting. Quick question. So in the manga, there's a shot where you see all the action one, but you just see Sagiri and her boss. You know they're lined up, but anyway, they showed all of them.
Yeah.
Just from looking at them, who do you think is gonna be like in terms
of
top G level? Yeah, who do you think is gonna, because we've seen some, there's my man with purple hair, there's a little blonde guy, the one with the glasses, there's a guy with the grey hair who looks blind, I'm not sure. Like if you can remember who you like hoping that does well or looking forward to seeing in action.
Oh, I don't really know. The only one that's like ones that are sticking out to me is Eye Patch Dude, and the only reason why he's sticking out to me is two reasons actually. He had the most screen time, obviously, and he reminds me of Byakuya from Bleach.
I thought the same thing. Same thing. Yeah.
Well, because no,
100%.
It's not even the character design. It's just the way the character like carries himself, and he just reminds me of Byakuya from Bleach. But yeah,
and in terms of the criminals who are left, who do you think is going to be? I know you said the giant guy, but in terms of like the other ones, that was Ninja Girl.
I wasn't even really like Korean. Like when I was giving my explanation, I was just saying giant guy because that was just the character that was came to my mind immediately. In terms of strength wise, I'm obviously the main character is number one. Gabimaru is number one, but then after him,
Bandit King.
Bandit King might be a shout, but then right, you know how anime and manga be sometime, right? They make either the old dude crazy powerful, right, or they make like the small guy really powerful, right? So I'm kind of maybe leaning towards the small guy. I can't remember the small guy's name, but if I'm remembering correctly, he had darker skin.
Yeah,
him or her, but yeah.
What do you think, Lewis?
I think Bandit King's going to cause a problem. I don't think he abides by any rules. So I think he's either going to try and take out a few of these main characters already from the get-go, Or I want to see the prayer guy. I want to see what he's going to do. I don't know why.
Ooh, I remember him. Yeah.
Yeah. I'm intrigued to see what kind of like psychic powers or some sort of something, god powers.
What is it?
Because the guy did say, right?
Superpowers, yeah.
Yeah, the superpowers. Which criminals have red X's or red marks? Something.
Yeah, so the one that's got the red sash, they basically are the strongest one, and they're considered to have superpowers, basically. So it's basically they're not saying they have powers, but their level of like it's superhuman. So let's just see, man. Like, there's a lot of interesting characters, and I feel like the bandits, well, not the bandits, sorry, the criminals are quite different.
Yeah.
Like what we've seen so far, like we've got that big giant guy. There's two giant guys. Obviously, the giant guy was swinging people, and there's that guy who's just sleeping. They said, he killed a bear, and he's got like a mask. Got him. You got obviously the little, like my man, the little kid with They've managed to somehow survive all this killing.
Exactly.
The blonde woman, she's managed to survive this killing, and we didn't see her do anything. We didn't see certain people do anything in this, which is kind of because then it builds more suspense when we do get to this island. But it'll be interesting to see, like, first of all, who's paired up with who. I think that's going to be like the comedy will come from there, and then who's the power levels from like. So, like, obviously we know Sagiri is strong, but from the way she acts, I don't think she's going to be like even top 5 in these.
No,
the Ashimon, you know what I mean? So it'll be interesting to see all the power rankings of them and how strong they are compared to these criminals. Because if she's like the way she cut those 3 guys' head off, and she was like still like hesitating.
She was kind of, and she was kind of tired after she did it as well.
This is it, but then she cut them clean, bruv. So imagine the rest of these lot, they must be
serious.
You know what I mean? They must be, because there's no way they're gonna be weaker than her. There's no way.
I hear you on that. I'm more intrigued more about, like, now they're going to the island, right? I want to see what dangers this island has.
Yeah.
Because my man came back with like the weird plants growing out of his body and stuff, but then it's like, what else is there? How do you like contract this disease, or whatever the hell it is, and then what are the monsters like there, if there are monsters there, or all that kind of stuff? Because I highly doubt it's just gonna be, we're gonna go foraging for this elixir of life, and then he's just gonna be there like chilling on the top of a mountain, like just go pick it up. Like, nah, it's not gonna be that easy. So
it's gonna, you know what? No, you're right. You're right. It's like the island itself, like. That's going to be mad. And I think, obviously, we're just seeing this flower stuff, you know what I mean? We're not seeing nothing about this island. I think that's good. They've given away something sinister, but not actually giving away anything else on the island. We've not seen, short in the intro that we've seen some stuff in the intro. That's no spoiler. That's just there, innit? But it's not really giving away anything to what's actually going to happen. So I think that's going to be the interesting part. I think seeing how each of these criminals and the Ashimon, how they react to being on this island, because some of them might be just like, I'm not on this, you know what I mean? I'm trying to run away. We don't know, man. I feel
like there's a few of them that would still try to do that.
The thing is, they're looking for there's no proof it exists though. The elixir of life, you know what I mean?
Exactly.
So and this pardon might not even be a real thing. The shogun might be like, well, you're a criminal anyway, so I'm not going to pardon you. Because one of the guys was like, if I get pardoned, I'm just going to go on a killing spree. He might not even.
That guy needs to die, yo.
He's already dead, man.
That guy needs to die. Did he die already?
He's the one that got the rock thrown in his face, isn't it?
Oh, okay, yeah. Okay, cool. I didn't like him. As soon as I heard what he said, I was like, yo, waste, man. I need to get up out of here with the quickness.
And the way you're just excited for killing kids, they're like, bro.
Yeah, bro.
Yeah.
But this is what I mean. So I feel like there's loads of layers, and I think the Shogun seemed like a bastard anyway. So I think there's going to be a little bit of deception from his corner.
Were you going to try and say that he's Canute? Huh? Go on, say
he got people to kill them in front of him, and he laughed.
Weasel.
And you know what I mean? He enjoyed people killing them. He's like, I've never seen such a brawl in real life. What kind of man does that? But anyway, it's going to be interesting to see where it all goes. And I think, from episode 2 has been a very good episode. Do you guys want to give your scores?
I'm going to say 9.5.
Wow, nice.
I think Apollo's just go OP, G. He's all of it. And
his
that's
fight
when
scene though, how well choreographed was it?
Yeah.
Fantastic, wasn't it?
And another thing I like about this, I really like the intro song. I don't know why. I think it's
the intro song's
really good.
the intro song's hard. The intro song's hard. I can't lie. It's a great intro. My score would be, I'll give it a 9. I'll give it a 9. Yeah. Even though the fighting and stuff was great, right? I think maybe if they had that fighting and maybe more background to just the Ashimon village and what they really maybe went a little bit more in depth into that a little bit more. Yeah, would have bumped it up for me because So I would say that because obviously the art and animation was great. So
I agree. I agree with you, Phil, as well. A 9, 100%. I enjoyed the fight scenes and all the violence and stuff like that. That was great. But I think we did get a good balance of storytelling, but we could have had a bit more.
I feel like it was more just about the girl. You need it. But then I'm like, okay, what I want to know about them? Like, what's their background? But that's just me personally. Maybe I'm just asking for too much.
No. I mean, obviously, depending how far and how long this goes for, I think there might be enough time for all of that. But I do think, we could have had maybe some more story on just something else, some more background stuff. And it could have been some more about the other criminals, like how they got there. And I mean, I know they read out what they did and all that kind of stuff. But it could have been a bit more about them.
Like a quick scene of their crimes.
Exactly, something like that.
While they were talking about them, you know what I mean?
Or even give them a bit more fight scenes, let's see, not don't reveal their abilities, but give them a bit of a action scene, because that guy, we just saw him choke somebody, the bandit king. We didn't see anything else. So obviously they're saving the good stuff for later on and don't give too much away, which is great.
Definitely.
It's very good. All right, guys. Well, let's move on to the next anime, Vinland Saga. Episode 14.
14, yeah.
Which is, a mad point. The episode's called Freedom, and it adapts chapters 80 and 81. So obviously, last week was at a mad point when obviously Garda came to rescue his girl, innit? Arnes. We're at a mad one. And we're at the point where they've seen each other now. And obviously, my man Aina's in the background looking like, nah, man. He's like, what?
Yo, he is the moistest of all moist dons. I don't care, man.
Do you think he's moist or what? It was just a nice.
He's the moistest of listen, man. My man said, yo, you need to go and save your husband.
I know.
Let's go and save your husband.
You're mad, bro.
He slotted himself in the friend zone. He was just I can help you. Yeah.
He was trying to beat cheeks 2 episodes ago.
Exactly.
Yeah? And now he's he's moist, bro. He's moist.
All right, so before we get on to A&R being moist, obviously, so I think Snake needs to change his name to Goat, cutting down a horse, and then just beating.
So he's a goat because he cut down a horse.
He cut down a horse. No, in terms of his fighting ability, I mean, cut a horse in half, but cut a horse head off. He beat Garda in 2 hits, and Garda beat. He even said to them, "Oh, this man's injured, and he beat you." He wanted to kiss his teeth. I know. He wanted to kiss his teeth, bro. He was so bad. You know what I mean? Yeah. You injured and you banged all 3 of you, and he killed one of you. And but no, Snake. In terms of fighting ability, he's one of the goats in the show. In terms of for not being an actual soldier, you know what I mean? I think he's sick. And then he beats Garda in 2 hits. I mean,
how he's not really a soldier though. He might just be an ex-soldier that's not with it no more, not with the government. From what we know so far, innit? I think Snake is sick, man. From what we know. Yeah, I think he's sick as well.
He's sick. He's one of the goats in this, man. I know you guys are Canute fans. Yeah. All right. But Snake.
Wow. I'm not even talking about Canute. I'm talking about Doors. Doors is tough. Ain't nobody better than Doors in my opinion. Doors. The first 10 minutes when he literally cut down a whole boat of people by himself. Anyway, continue.
So the episode's good. We saw a great fight scene between Garda and Snake. We saw like Garda's actually quite a good swordsman. We learned a bit about Arnes's backstory. There was a bit of extra stuff thrown in there about like why he wanted to fight because of the iron and that kind of stuff, which actually was quite good because they did make the scene made a bit more sense that way to commit to the manga, if you know what I mean. Added a bit more to it. And then obviously we find out she has this whole big chat with Aino and Thorfinn. There's a big reveal, which Aino was like, "Nah, I'm done." You know when she said you know the bit in it when she says she's having a baby. He's like, you see his face. He didn't even talk. We didn't see him talk. That's an episode. He didn't say another word. That's an episode.
Bro,
he was done. That was him. They the shot, and then we didn't hear him. We didn't see him again. He was like, "I'm done. That's me done."
Nah, poor guy, man.
You know, the girl he loves, her husband's back. Your master's been, beaten. Now got a preggers, and she's like, "Yeah, she wants to keep the child." I'm like,
"Yeah." He's got
he's like,
have you even seen me? Can you see me?
He's like, and then she's like, she's like, I just let it go. And I'm just like, what?
But then even before all of that though, Aina was there in some moistness. When Garda was fighting Snake, he was there trying to run in to go beat up Snake. Like, what on, bro?
I know.
So he already like as Lewis said, he slotted himself into the friend zone.
Yeah,
and you know what? Snake was like, said, "Oh, good work for like, well done, Thorfinn for holding his back." And Snake just said to him, "Just stay out of this, man." You know what I mean? Because what is anyone gonna do, bro?
He ain't gonna do nothing.
He beat those guys up last 2 episodes ago. Those guys are.
He ain't killing no one.
He's not.
So man's there holding the big axe like he's gonna hit. He ain't gonna kill no one.
You've been cutting trees. You can't fight. Yeah, I know you think he's ripped now, but he can't fight.
He doesn't have the skill. But going back to
one thing I want to ask you guys though, before so obviously when Arnes is leaving to go see her husband, and old man tells the backstory of Kettle.
Yeah.
What do you think of that backstory?
It was.
Do you feel it was pointless?
A little bit.
Yeah, it was a bit pointless. It was a bit pointless. But it makes
manga. It didn't add, it wasn't in the manga. It was just a pointless scene that added for no
really?
reason.
Okay.
Didn't add it in.
Yeah.
Pointless. It wasn't even like that. It wasn't even. It didn't make any sense to even add it to the episode. And I'll tell you why they did that. I know why. Because they wanted to end it on a scene where she's walking, the shots behind her, and then they can pan to the sky and be like, because that's a great ending. It's a great cliffhanger because because then you're like, oh my god, where's she going? You know what I mean? Is she going to go to her husband? What's going to happen? So I think that's why they did that, because the actual chapter continues. If they didn't have that scene in, there's still enough airtime for her to meet Garda. You know what I mean?
So now you're out here doing spoilers and shit, great.
No, I'm not doing spoilers. I'm saying
you just said where.
You literally just said
where's she gonna go? Where's she gonna go? And then you just said
that's why
she's gonna go see.
Bro, come on. What wrong with you
already said where she was
I
going.
Started it, and then now you want to finish like ruining everything for everyone.
The old man said to him, like, you don't have to go through the storm anymore. Where else is she going?
No, but you just said we don't know where she's going.
No, I said that's
and then you said
so the cliffhanger. That's what they did a shot like that to say, where's she going? But we know where she's going. You, Lewis, Phil, you know where she's going. Yes, don't look at me like that.
I don't know where she's going.
I can make assumptions.
In the middle of the night,
assumptions. She might be going to the toilet. We don't know.
Middle of the night, she's probably going to Kettle, innit? I don't know, but Kettle's not there, bro. So where else is she going? You know what I mean? Or Snake. Yeah. She's not going. We know where she's going.
She's going to bed, didn't it? You never know.
But what was your thoughts on the episode in general?
It was like it was. I think it was a good episode. I think there was a few bits that like threw me off. Just in terms of animation, though.
Oh yeah.
It was like really short parts as well. Like off the top of my head. When we first get introduced to when we first see Garda, like for some reason his face looks weird. I'm like, what the hell is that? What's up with that? And same thing with Snake as well. If I'm remembering correctly, I'm like, what is with that? But then I'm just remembering back, like they've done that a few times with different characters in the anime. They've done it with Aino a few times. I think they've done it with Mr. Kettle as well. But yeah, aside from that, like. It was alright. It was a decent episode.
Yeah, Lewis.
Yeah, no, I thought it was good. I was disappointed with was it Garda?
Mm-hmm.
I expected more from him.
He's injured, though, isn't it?
I know, but I expected more. But do you know what? Yeah, Snake has obviously been to my gojo. He was thinking with a level headed, like I was telling you about, whereas Garda was coming in angry and got, quick time. But no, I enjoyed it, but it didn't blow me away. I feel like it almost feels not a filler, but I feel like they're just stalling for the main bit right now.
Yeah. And Lewis, obviously you've not read it. What do you think is going to happen?
Well, they're going to come back on the ship, and then there's going to be a bit more of chitty chatter on the farm, and then Canute's going to come. Well, I hope soon, because we just need a big fight, man.
Yeah,
fire and all that.
Yeah,
but then, question though, right? Even though we were saying that story, was pointless, right? When they like cut to Thorfinn's face, you can see that Thorfinn was emotional, like And the only reason why I'm putting that bit out.
No. So the story that was pointless was the old man story, not Arne's story.
Kettle's story.
Okay, cool.
Yeah, Kettle's dad's story. But Arne's story was it made sense to
Okay, cool.
Yeah.
With that, I feel like Thorfinn related to it in a weird way.
He was ashamed.
From that aspect, because he could have been one of them Donnies.
Yeah, he probably could. He might have been one of the Donnies.
Yeah, that's what I was thinking.
You know what I mean? He might have been. So no, he was ashamed. That's why he looked to the ground. He was just like, "Oh my god, I'm one of these people, potentially." You know what I mean? So that was emotional, and it was good that they're still fourth. It's good that it just feels like a real conversation. You know what I mean? Like they're listening, like Thorfinn's like, this is it. But
do you think what's the lady's name? The one that's pregnant now?
Honest.
Do you think we saw the scene of her other baby getting taken away?
Mm-hmm.
Are we going to see him? Are we going to see him as a warrior? Because that's kind of what happened with Thorfinn a little bit. Even though Thorfinn went on a vengeance, but he went along with a war group.
But I don't know. Would Vikings want to keep
a baby though? That's like a baby.
They've cut down, man.
I know, but imagine that like they're all drinking beer and then they start throwing stuff at the little boy and the little boy's blocking it and they're like, I like this little kid. Let's keep him around. He's funny, And then they start training him up.
Like a baby.
Bro, you never know, man.
It's anime. It's anime, innit? Like we've seen like small children anime do these crazy stuff. So.
The bit of realism to this: A, he's a baby, and B, these are Viking.
Wait.
Remember, Thorfinn was the boy. He got stabbed by a Selekard. A Selekard stabbed him for another person. They're not gonna keep a baby for.
No. I pre what you're saying. I'm not sorry. Understand what you're saying. You said this baby's like 2, yeah.
Mm-hmm.
How old is Pan?
That's Dragon Ball Z. That's different. That's not even the same.
How old is Pan?
We're not even doing that.
How old is Pan? I'm just saying.
Pan can fly around the planet. We're not even doing that. No, we're not.
I'm just saying.
Going off your theory though, Eugene.
No.
Why didn't they slice him down straight away? Why did they have to take the baby?
Exactly.
Why didn't they kill the baby there?
Maybe they don't show the baby and killed it on scene in the manga. Maybe it got killed off scene. Maybe they don't show that. Maybe the writer didn't want to draw a baby getting killed. You know what I mean? Maybe it's like I've shown people getting raped and murdered. I'm not going to lower myself to show a baby getting killed. And they just killed the baby off scene. They're not. Why are Vikings going to take a baby with them and carry a baby with them? Because
it doesn't make sense. But we're just saying, could be a possibility. Might come out in the future.
You know what they could have done? They might have like the Jones Viking, where it's like probably they might have one of those kind of elite guards where they train them from babies. So they might have just taken him into one of those things.
Well, there you go.
There you go.
No, maybe. I don't think so. But they might have done. I think he's dead.
All right. Well, we go off this topic now. So.
I just think it's just.
What are your scores?
My score. Oh damn. Actually, no. Eugene, what's your score? What are you scoring this? I'm
My
not going first this
score,
time.
like I don't know. I thought the stuff pointless. I like the first part of the fight scene, like seeing Garner from when, well, like wasn't funny, but it was like seeing Garner when he had a good life to Garner now. I felt so bad for him. Like
Sure.
he's not aged well, man. And I know it's
Not at all. Yeah.
and like yeah, she was saying she wants to keep her kid away from him. You know what I mean? She wants to keep him away from the storm. He's consumed by the storm. I don't want him part of that. So that's how far. I mean, she probably just gassed him because she didn't want A&R and Thorfinn to get onto her whatever she's thinking of doing. But yeah, I'm gonna give episode a 7.
Okay.
I think my highlight was just basically Snake in this episode. If not for Snake, episode's pretty standard. Snake's fight scene and Snake's attitude to like Fox and Patchy, I thought was quite funny, and just him like revealing like a bit more of his like battle abilities. I thought that was sick. Yeah, 7.
Okay.
Yeah, no, I agree. A 7. I did like the way Snake just came out. It was lucky it was an auntie with a slipper, just ready to just like. She just went in the back room to get the slipper quickly to shut this guy.
He wanted to slap Fox, man. He's like, "You got banged by a man who's a slave who's injured." You know what I mean?
Yeah.
This guy's had fighting practice for years. Nah.
But no, yeah, 7.
Yeah, Phil.
Looks like it's 7s all around. And that's what I'm saying. 7s all around. Aside from the weird animation, I want to say animation. I'm gonna call them animation glitches. Yeah. Aside from them little bits, I'm like, I thought the animation was great, but then it wasn't mind blowing in terms of story and stuff like that. So yeah, 7.
Cool. All right, guys. Well, thanks for tuning into another episode of Pad on Frames. Like, subscribe, and comment below. Yeah, let us know what you think about this week's episode. Arnis is pregnant. Like, Aina ghosted after like I ghosted like literally after hearing that. You literally didn't see him again in that episode, man. That is just deep, bro. Can he take any more like heartbreak? You know. Hell's Paradise obviously keeps the level up. It's amazing. These guys have got a roller coaster, a really wild roller coaster. I'm really excited for you guys to like experience this. And yeah, Demon Slayer's back, guys. You excited to see some madness?
Definitely.
Cool.